Hello, beautiful family in the light. It's me, HoniB. Let's see if we can get this screen working properly. Can you see me all right here? Oh, it's so strange here. Wow. I don't know what I say. So I'm using Michael's laptop and everything is reversed. So that's why it's like taking me an initial like, oh, this is interesting. Okay, so it is. No problem. Welcome. Hello, Suzanne. Hello, Dimitris. Hello, Nancy. Lots of love, lots of blessings on this Moon Day energy. Hello, Abigail. Big hug and blessings to all of you. Thank you so much for joining in as I felt called to do a little live stream, and also it's a video for, let me just pour some of my tea here. And there's also, this video is being recorded to go on YouTube as well, just to be able to address some of the questions that have been coming in since I announced the light code transmission activation healing sessions that I facilitate, that I was asked to start bringing forth after the 1221 Stargate. And it's been really remarkable facilitating it. Some of you may have seen that video, and also the video that was Michael's immediate response coming off the session, what he experienced. There's a full explanation on what this is on that video, so I'm not going to go into it because I wanted to go over some of this with you guys, because some of you have been seeing this and wondering what is it, how does it work, and I wanted to share this information with you, and also the group experience versus the individual session. So just if you can bear with me for a moment, I like to address all of these questions that are coming in, and sometimes my inbox is so filled with questions that I can't address everything at once, and especially I'm finding my eyes are getting a little bit more blurry these days, so it's so much easier for me to do video and just address it live here for you, so it's in real time, because everything is in this divine time right now, so it's present and available to you. So regarding private session versus group session. So the private session right now, from all over many different countries, they've been reaching out, scheduling Skype session. And again, thank you so much for your patience as I'm booking the clients from end of March, April, because I'm jam-packed with the overwhelming amount of inquiries. And it's been amazing, because the minute I put the video out, it's like there is this collective calling of people inside. They know what this transmission is and how fast it is with its activation, and off they go. It's just a one time, boom, you take off. I don't need to see you again, because it doesn't work that way. Once this light language is spoken, and clearing these 12 chakras from all timelines, all dimensional field, from various planes of consciousness, then you brought from whatever was in disharmony into the divine blueprint harmony, and off you go. It's very simple. And I feel those of us that are star seeds, or more star nature, or galactic or universal or cosmic or angelic, we really get it, because we don't need the explanation. We just receive it and off we go. So that's been the exchange, which has been incredible. And once that's clear, then the codes of light, which are the living codes, then are then descended down, that I transmit and bring them forth. Then you're sealed within this geometric pattern of yours that is connected to the oneness energy, and it is your original divine blueprint. So there's nothing being created. It's just a one-time activation. So it feels very freeing for me on my end to administer this, to facilitate this as it moves through me through multiple different languages of light that I speak, and some of them are new as it's coming in, and all the different codes. So moving forward to what happens at the end, I await till I receive either a symbol or a code or a key or a sigil for that person. And once I receive it, then I draw that frequency into their field of consciousness, into their plane, into this now frequency, and then I also receive what's the sound vibration of it, or if there's an invocation or a decree, and then I quickly write it on my. After I do that, after the session is done, I draw it, and then I teach the individuals how to use it. And I feel that there's a lot of value in that. And that's what I can do in a private session, but I cannot facilitate this in a group energy. So for example, on February 9th at ChristConsciousness here in Woodbridge, Virginia, I have the group energy, which is a 2-hour experience, and there's the education aspect of it. Then we go through some of the clearing and also the activation, and that's very powerful in the group energy, but it will not be individualized, such as me being able to administer this afterwards, because I'm not capable of doing that. So private session is very different than there's some overlap similarities. However, I can't administer those. So let me go ahead and now share this with you. So people have been asking, what is that? Is that applicable to me? So for example, let's say, I'm going to show you the difference. Like this is a key. So this was a key that was given for one of the clients. And like this is a sigil. So I can post this here on Facebook or on my YouTube or on Instagram, the image, and you can see it. But I really will say it is not going to have the impact for you because it is so signature for the individual that received this transmission. And it is really specific for them, though it still has the vibration and the frequency, but it's not like, just like the light codes that I make, like this one is for Michael. I can pray with this and it's amazing, it's beautiful, but this is synchronized, harmonized with his frequency field. So it will blast that space open for him. And, you know, that's the difference. So for example, when there is a key granted, this one had a sound vibration to it. I first start seeing it in the higher dimensional fields of consciousness that's brought, and the sound starts descending down, and I see it always in a gold movement. So the movement is always in gold and it's moving. Then I'm able, because I'm in a trance state, I'm able to draw the frequency into the plane of that person, and then from there it becomes a living frequency that has been brought from the higher dimensional parts of themselves into this plane. So it helps them with that timeline alignment, moving in from this harmony timeline into the love vibration and the current divine blueprint, original divine blueprint timeline. So for example, this one, when I'm seeing it, this one is very interesting because from here it seems like flat, but that's not it, because the way this vibration comes and moves, then it shifts to a horizontal plane and it's still moving. So it is such an art to be able to articulate this, receive the sound, transmit it, and then show to the person, the client, how to use it in their meditation. So for example, this one was the Maha sound, and I'm not yet at a place that I can translate what this is, because it's their soul imprint already knows it. I'm just the attunement part of receiving it and transmitting it, because I have that access. So for example, whereas this one is a sigil, so the sigil, each person can draw the sigil, but this one is very interesting because the sigil starts from the left, it goes into the front, then it goes to the right, and that one is spiraling and moving as well. And there's an invocation with this. So it's very personalized, it's very beautiful, it's very incredible. Like, look at this one. And it's amazing to make the sound of it. Now today, in one of the sessions, I received I haven't even drawn it yet, I received the most complicated key that was so difficult to to attempt to draw this. I was like, of course, my client was super galactic, and it's like, holy heavens, how am I going to even draw this? It's so complicated. So when a key is given to the person, this person is able to unlock further information. Whereas the sigil doesn't work that way, or the symbol doesn't work that way. A code is also very different. For instance, in my own session, when I did my own transmission, I feel some of you have listened to, watched the what I've written on Facebook regarding the clear liquid crystal frequency and the dragon that was introduced afterwards. So I was given this code, and I saw it, and I started drawing the code. It was so complicated, and as I began drawing it, it's like, wow, I know this. And as I drew it, I moved into its code, and when it wrapped up, this clear liquid crystal presence frequency, and it was spinning and moving, then the crystal wings and the of this crystal liquid clear dragon open up, and from there I've been getting more and more information out of this. I'm aware this is part of the new plasma bodies that's coming available on Earth, and is then there's the solar bodies and what have you. So those who are connected with the diamond body is the next level. So I'm going through the transmission of it myself, my template reshifting, and somehow this future dragon is holding this space for me. So again, whoever receives this level of transmission activation, I feel there's a lot more unfolding afterwards, because it activates them for the next phase. So that's why it's pretty fast, and I feel those who feel called to it, I just don't need to explain much because they already know it. I can't fully explain anything either, other than please forgive me. Like, for example, this one today, I had to make the sound of it. The sound of it was incredible. So imagine I've finished the session. I've drawn this incredible key into the person, and then I'm asked to bring the frequency sound so I can anchor it here. So it was something like, let me see. So it was something like, but of course drawing it and bringing it in. And it's a trip because it's amazing, it's incredible, it's freeing, it's liberating. As a facilitator, and I'm being a witness to the individuals, like the awe and wonder, the way I feel the awe and wonder of it, and I just feel so grateful. And I wanted to just take a moment to address some of your questions between the difference between whether you should attend a group energy. If I'm facilitating as a group, please do that. I don't know if I'm going to do it online yet. I have to see. Right now it's in person, because I feel that person energy it's going to be freaking incredible, with between 22 to 36 languages of light that is coming in, and then the codes of light. And so you know better. I'm not here to tell you how to do it or what to do with it, but if you're called to it, I'm honored to facilitate it. The other part of it is, if you just get a symbol, the symbol is just a symbol for you, and that symbol will again help you. How do I want to say what the symbol would do? The symbol is like a initiator that will help you initiation in certain remembering. The sigil gives you the opportunity to move into a frequency, and from there be in the true vibration of yourself. And I feel that's what the power of that sigil is. There's a claiming of the sovereign beingness of you. That's what the sigil does. The key, like this one, the key is very powerful because the key, as it's drawn, it allows you to open up to the next level of information that is designed for you. It's literally like, imagine a key, you open the door, you go in, and then you discover more. So that's what the key is. Code is code, I find, is quite different. Demetrius, if you have certain insight of that, you can also share it. Code, I find, is more like code is honed in. Again, this is also moving. It's multidimensional. Some of these are between 5th to 12th dimensional frequencies. So that's why it's very hard to translate it into this plane. The codes, however, codes of light, there are the living codes. It gives the person the, how would I want to say it? Like my code. My code is the deepest ancient part of me in its fullest form, that that all beingness part of me is encoded within me. So imagine like your 12 strands of DNA, your codex, the God codex is within your own code. And that's why codes are different than keys. It's like key opens it for you to get code. Does that make sense? Again, forgive me, but as it's still hard to articulate proper language in this terminology here. Hello, Jacqueline. Hello, Moji. Hello, Lisa. Let me see what you all have shared. Hello, Sunshine Love. Thank you so much for joining in. Hi, Kim. So much love. So Abigail, I want to know, do you have any question for me? Have I helped address this? Because I've had so many emails and messages, and I can't quite share them. So let me show you, for example, this one was eternal. This one was for Michael, which was so beautiful, the way he drew it. And as he has been receiving it, I can share because it's Michael. As he has been administrating in his morning practice, he's been able to experience so many more guides and assistance and support coming him, and also just feeling so expanded and supported, and that's been really beautiful. I'll show you another one. This one was incredible. I am a diamond. A lot of diamond frequency. In general, there's a lot of diamond frequency in here. And this one was a very powerful key that was also administered, but it spins and it moves. And this one moves around the person entirely. Let me show you one more. This is a sigil. The sigil was fabulous, and it moved from the left to the front to the right. And it keeps spiraling around, and the person who experienced this was just so it was so sweet because she felt like what she said. There's a lot of tears too, and she felt like she had won the lottery for being able to receive what was hers and to open herself into that. Let me see. This one was very beautiful. I'll just share that. I won't tell you how the frequency is. It's really specific. And then now I got to do that. So what happens is, as I'm administrating this, for example, there's a lot of experiences that I have. Let me show you. Sometimes I draw the frequency to help educate the individuals what's happening within their field. And I'll show you one more image here. And myself, I'm receiving all kinds of usually geometric patterns coming in, or then I go into multiple languages myself sometimes after, or it gets a little bit more coded, like a very strong code comes in with its transmission. and sometimes the frequency is communicating higher. So there're just various things that are taking place as I'm interacting with this frequency field. So I hope that helped explain. And really the purpose of this is for individuals who feel completely called, and there's a total truth within them, in belief, in trust, that this supports my light body into my divine blueprint timeline, because everything is about the timeline in this, as we're often stuck with our different aspects and monads in different timelines, different past lives, different universes, different multiverses, different dimensional fields of consciousness, and sometimes there is also interference that is stuck there. And then this helps bring it to this center of alignment. And I can't tell you how it works. I don't know. The Ascension team knows that better. I just listen whenever I take some time off. Like it was a year and a half that took off from facilitating any private healing sessions, because they were working through me how to be able to administer this. And usually that's what happened. I go through it first, and then a few years later, then I'm able to facilitate it, because I take quite a bit of discipline in studying it myself, in interacting with the frequency, learning about it before I can officially offer it. And I always wait for the team where they give me the guidance, because then they're doing so much of the work themselves. I'm just following. There's no thought whatsoever in this place, because it is very much held by the vibration of the love that is coming through to assist, support the individual from this scattered energy into their oneness energy. So hopefully that explains. Hello, Carol. Thank you so much. And yeah, so that's what I wanted to take an opportunity to share with you. Thank you so much for those of you. Oops, did it freeze? Hello. Oops. Okay. So I look forward to seeing those of you who will be coming February 9th at ChristConsciousness. I don't know if I'll be filming that yet. I feel the frequency would be too strong to film it. And I look forward to all of you that have reached that are scheduled. When we leave for about a month to South America, I will not be facilitating this session, because I'm going to be very focused on what we need to focus on. And now I'm booking for end of March and April and what have you. So I'm very delighted to be of service and support in however way that I can. And also, again, if it's not for you, please don't even bother, because this is not for everybody. This is just for people that have a true knowing inside, and there's no explanation. They just know it. So I'll post the video here, what it is, again, for those of you that have asked, and hopefully the different explanation help between the symbols and codes and sigils and keys, and to help support you. So thank you so much, as I will discover more as I'm going along, while right now I've entered a new dimensional field with this clear liquid crystal, and this presence of this particular future dragon that's from 9th dimension. As I'm studying this right now, I can't quite articulate anything yet, because I'm inside of it, but I'm inside its egg, so I haven't hatched out yet. And once I do, I'll have insight to share with you. So thank you so much. Aho namaste in Lakesh, Banura-ish, house, big hugs, and wherever you are, may you be just in your full divine expression and joy and celebration, because you're already magnificent and glorious, and there really isn't anything you need to develop other than just allow your radiant diamond heart shine. So much love, and speak to you soon. Bye-bye.